500 transactions a year with zero Zillow? Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my gosh. We got with us today Mr. Ryan Young, the founder of Fellow, by the way. But he owns a real estate team. He's got I want to say, is it 11 or 12 agents? No, 15 agents.
15 agents, 15.
15 agents doing 500 transactions a year, of which 350 of those transactions are listings. And all of it without Zillow. And so we're going to dive deep on that. Ryan, pretty impressive numbers. First of all, what market do you serve?
Yeah, so we're greater Cleveland. So Cleveland, Akron, Canton, Northeast Ohio.
All of Northeast Ohio. Okay, that's awesome. And so 350 transactions. How long have you been selling real estate? I'm sorry, 500 transactions a year.
500 transactions. So I started in the best possible time to get your real estate license, 2009. It seemed like a novel idea at the time. But I will say it did. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And the first about probably 4 or 5 years of my real estate career definitely made me stronger and taught me a skill set that I feel like a lot of newer agents potentially lack, which is something I'm pretty passionate about helping them gain. But it taught me to go hunt. And as you can imagine, a lot of expireds, a lot of FSBOs during those times. And one of the things I really focused on was skill set and being on the phones. And it's what I, love about Austin so much is he's absolutely crushes that side of the business. And that's really how I built mine.
So, okay, that's really interesting. I want to dig a little deeper on that. I want to go a little deeper on the whole. What did you do in your first few years? What did your day look like? What did your typical day look like?
So the first 2 years I consider was like an internship. I joined my parents' real estate business. It was just the two of them, mom and dad. At the time, they were in their mid 60s and they were selling about 40 homes a year between the both of them. Nice little business, very respectable. The first 2 years was literally like posting pictures on the MLS, taking photographs, putting signs in the yard, working rental leads, like all the things that like are not the glorious side of real estate. Mm-hmm. Once we hit about 2011 was when I got a coach. I started focusing on role play every day. And basically my days consisted of role play and then lead generation for anywhere from, I'd say, 4 to 6 hours. We always considered it, if you don't have any dollar productive activities, which we consider either lead generation, going on appointments, or negotiating deals, then you should be essentially lead generating, right? And the only thing you're allowed to replace lead generation with is another dollar productive activity. And so I literally just sat in, we had these phone booths at my office, and I sat in there all day and just on the phones. And over a long period of time, a couple years, that stuff starts to compound. And some of the people you talked to 6 months, a year ago, all of a sudden finally are ready. And so it's like one of those things that for especially anyone that's just starting off, it might seem really discouraging when you get a lot of no's, but you'd be shocked at within 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, how many of those no's eventually become a yes. And I think that's where a lot of people fall short is on the follow-up is they're looking for the right now, and they're not looking to build a foundation or a pipeline. I was okay with building a big pipeline, and a lot of that pipeline ended up producing opportunities, 6, 12, 18 months later.
It's interesting you say that, because I think a lot of people in real estate, they get discouraged if they don't get that instant gratification. And the reality is it's a long game. Real estate is not a short game. It's a long game. It takes a lot of time to build that pipeline up. And it takes a lot of time doing the stuff that nobody wants to do. And I think that's lost on a lot of agents.
ClubWealth is the only coaching company on the planet that will literally guarantee that you will double your income or make at least an extra $100,000 your first year coaching with us, or we will give you 100% of your investment back. Click the link below, sign up for the appropriate tier level, and let's get you a strategy session today. And I promise you, I 100% guarantee you, promise you that you will walk away with a heart full of gratitude for the time that we took for you, because you got so much value out of that call. Schedule your strategy session today. I promise you'll be glad you did.